All right. I did it. I did it. I did it. Look at what I did. Hi, guys and gals. Silver Sphincter coming at you. First official live. Monday, 9/11. Never forget those people. Absolutely. The day the United States changed. Well, there's many crossroads, but that was an extreme crossroad. Private chat, man. Comments. Group layout. Picture in picture. Cinema. It doesn't really tell me if anybody's watching though. I don't see like I'll be able to tell like if people start chatting at me, but there's nothing here that's like, "Hey, look, 95 people are here." I guess this is where it comes in handy to have multiple devices because I have the StreamYard opened up in front of me right now, right? But if I wanted to go check out the other things, what if I just hopped on over here and went to YouTube and went to the Silver Sphincters test run and turn that all the way down because I don't need to hear myself. Close managing moderators. All right. All right. Let's give myself a thumbs up. Because damn it if we don't smash that thumb button. We smash that thumb button until it begs you to stop. But we don't smash it so hard as it wants to go out and file a restraining order against you. Third time's a charm. It's probably too late for this. All y'all out there probably wanting to go to bed about now because it is Monday night, not Friday for most of you. But I am going to just sit here and talk to y'all. See if anybody shows up. I would just sit here in dead air and just wait for somebody to show up. Oh, somebody else liked it. Ooh. But it only says there's one watching. Who could it be? The Ghost Liker. Likey McLikerton from Liketown. refresh it and see if it tells me anything else. It's now hidden. Show activity. Moderator activity. Community moderation. Participants. Toggle moderation. Send feedback. It knows that it's me over here. It's allowing me to have access on YouTube and StreamYard at the same time through my computer. Pretty cool. Anybody else out there believe in high fives? High five! I've been streaming for 6 whole minutes, yo. With this just being a test, I really don't have anything to say to you, man. I just wanted to come on here and see if anybody would jump on with me, and a couple of y'all did in the first test, but my computer illiteracy showed through very hard. I apologize. It took me a few tries. Did it. Where's my puppy? Come here. Yeah, hi, Buddy Bark. What are you doing back there? Huh? They require so much of that going on. What are you doing? Who's a good puppy? He is. Yes, he is a good puppy. Are you thirsty? You want a drink of water? Oh, there you go, sir. Any takers, any takers. Show yourself in chat or forever hold your peace. I ain't got nobody. I don't even have any silver out to show y'all. I'm slacking hard. You have to forgive me. I'll do better next time, I swear. It says there's 2 watching. Other than me, that's 1 person. So I went and hung out with my son last night because I had to take him some silver to put in his safe for me. And his mom was out of town. So he's like, "Hey, just come over here and hang out." He's like, "Mom's out of town." And I'm like, "Cool." And I'd never been to their new place. They moved out. They got their old landlord died, and his family liquidated all of his properties in town and cashed out. So they had to move out of the house that they've been in for 12 years. And they went and they're living in a little apartment now. And I'd never been over there. And he lets me go sleep up in his bed, me and my dog. Everything's fine. At 5 in the morning, I have to be at work at 6. Uh, I go take a quick shower. I'm still kind of asleep. And he's in a duplex apartment, and the stairs, and it's a little tiny thing, and the stairs are, I'm already kind of crippled up. I've got a blown ACL in my left knee. I've had back surgery. I've got something going on with both of my feet from me being a dumbass and going hard, hurting myself. Um, and I'm got my dog on a leash because he has 3 dogs in the house where in the apartment where he's at, and it's 5 in the morning, so I don't want, like, no dog fights to happen or anything because those dogs had just met. They didn't know each other, and, dogs can be weird sometimes, especially when it's their house, right? And all 3 of those dogs, and my dog's the stranger. So I'm, like, trying to go down these steps all easy, and it's all dark. All the lights are off pretty much except for a light down in the kitchen, and I can see the steps, and I can see the bottom step, and I can see the floor of my destination, but, um, I don't know what happened, man. Like, my eyes was playing tricks on me, and what I thought was the floor was not the floor, and I missed the last 2 steps. Um, and let me tell you, man, when you think your foot is gonna touch something and it doesn't, and you just keep going, oh my gosh. Um, and I'm a big dude, okay? And apartments these days, they're not really built to the highest of standards, right? I'm a big dude. I'm like 6'2". I'm like 300 pound, and I was 3 steps up, man. Uh, at the bottom of the steps, it's like a little 4x4 square area, and it's a sharp right, 90-degree right. At the end of that little 4x4 square area is a closet door. I crashed hard. I crashed so hard. Boom. Man, I hit my hip. I landed on my already tore up ACL on my left knee. Just so hard. And my head went forward straight into this piece of shit cardboard apartment closet door. And I was like, man, I broke the door. Um, I literally broke the seam, the wood seam that the door's connected to. Like it shifted it backwards, and now the door doesn't open properly. Um, I smashed hard this morning, and I just laid there for a second. I took it. I just breathed for a second. I had my son come help me. I got my knee out from underneath me, and nothing was really hurting too bad. Um, and I stood up. He helped me get up off the floor, brushed myself off, got a little bit of my pride back, um, and then went on my merry way, although be it a little bit slower because my knee was, I mean, it didn't hurt bad, but it was a little bit on the painful side. And I went to work this morning and I busted my ass all day, and it really didn't cause me any problems unless I was like, if I needed to bend over to pick something up off of the ground or something low, just that just that body movement of bending over would cause my knee to do something weird and cause like this shooting pain down the front of my knee. And it wasn't nothing bad. I was just thinking, okay, cool, a couple days off my feet, which is to tomorrow and the next day, which is cool. I hurt myself on my Friday, right? Woohoo. Um, Worked all day and there wasn't a single problem with my leg. I had full function of it. There was just that weird shooting pain when I bent over just right. Um, and then I clock out of work and I come sit down and I eat my dinner, and I hang out with my dog and I take him for a walk. And, I'm kind of gimping a little bit from it. Um, and then I come in here and I sit down and I start watching YouTube and I was in that auction with y'all for a while tonight, and then I got out of my Jeep to take my dog for another walk, and I can barely walk, man. I can barely damn walk. I hurt myself good this morning, man, and I woke up an entire building of people. Like it was like a bomb going off, man. It was so loud. Just boom. And then my head hitting the door. Bash. But it was like split seconds. It was boobash. I'm thick-headed though. I didn't hurt my head. I slipped and fell this winter out here in the grass and hurt my hip. And my hip has been messing with me really bad every day ever since then. But this fall today, I think fixed my hip. Still only me watching. Somebody came in and watched for like 30 seconds. Thank you, whoever that was. You gave me a like. Thank you for the like. Let's go over here on StreamYard and see what's going on. I could try to invite somebody, but I don't know who to invite. All y'all are out there sleeping. How many banners? Can I have multiple banners at once? No, it'd just be like that. Okay. What is the brand? Theme. Logo. Ooh, I can add my own logo. Upgrading. I don't want to upgrade. What the? They want money from me. Video clips, countdowns, backgrounds, feeding the ducks. There we go. Yeah. Hey, gave me a comment. Oh, Liberty Bleeds. What's up? That. This live stream stuff, bro. Oh, just get that dog pan out of my way. What's up, man? I just told a little story just a minute ago about falling and hurting my knee this morning. I didn't invite anybody. I didn't know who to try to invite in at 11:56 p.m. on the West Coast. Most everybody's, they got out of the fucking out of the auctions earlier, and everybody pretty much went to bed, I think. This is just a test. I tried testing it out and see if I could get on it. It took me a few tries to get my microphone to work. I got music playing. I figured that out. I got my little banner going, man. I got my name up there. Man, just killing it. No, man. I mean, I've got the next 2 days off. It's really swole up. I took a dive. I took a dive off of what I thought was the bottom step of my son's new house. I went and stayed the night with him last night and dropped off some silver with him and hung out. And we drank a little bit of Whistle Pig whiskey. Um, and then he let me go upstairs and sleep in his bed. And then this morning when I was leaving, I was going down the stairs, and what I thought was the last step was the third step, and I missed the last two steps and wiped out hard. Sounding good. My chest is boring. I know I don't have any silver to show or nothing, bro. I don't have nothing. Prettier than me? Come on. Ain't nothing more sexier than this dude. Oh man. Yeah. Like I said, this is just a test. I don't have anything to show you other than my chest. I'm a poet and didn't even know it. Oh, yeah, man. Thank you. I'm trying. I really need to just bite the bullet. I need to not buy my whole paycheck in precious metals, and I actually need to get my channel logo made and intros and stickers and channel rounds and stuff like that, and start participating in the community a little bit more other than just somebody who shows up and buys silver, you know what I mean? Yeah, I took a dive hard, man. He's in an apartment building, man. I woke up an entire building. Like I can't imagine there was a single apartment that was attached to his building that I did not scare the living shit out of this morning. Like I went down hard, bro. Broke the door jamb of a closet with my head. I went down hard. Super hard. And it's crazy. I got up and I went to work and I worked all day, like 9 hours. And there was, it was a little sore and swollen. And I was like, okay, cool. Well, obviously I fell on it, so it's going to be swollen. And, I get off of work and I come sit down and I go through MLZB and Cash Money's auction, and I get out of my Jeep and I can barely walk right now, man. I can literally swelled up and stiff and does not want to work right. It does take time though. Yeah. I got the money to spend on it. I do. I just have to bite the bullet and stop spending money on silver. Um, and I might actually hold off and wait for January to come around. So I want to see what an entire year of stacking, like extreme stacking at my level, right? Um, what that gets me by the end of December for a full year. Um, I'm like, I don't have numbers. I don't really have any of that with me, but I'm at around 14 grand right now. You know what I mean? and I don't buy anything that I don't have to. I haven't this entire year. Um, I do not do anything. I do not buy anything. I do not go anywhere. I do not try to drive anywhere. I spend the least amount of money I possibly can on anything else in my life just because I want to see what that can do for me in the long run. Yeah. Yeah, staggered and ice, absolutely. Tiger balm. I could probably find something like that. I ate some Tylenol and some ibuprofen. I've been drinking a bunch of water and I've been off of it all night, except for when I have to, walk my dog, gimp my dog. I've been live for 26 minutes, yo. Woo! Thank you for coming, man. Thank you, Liberty. Um, I think I can not do either one of those things. Um, yeah, the full year. And it's really not. It's like $65, I think, is what he wanted to help create my channel logo for the computer. But I mean, I really want to go hard on it. When I give him money, like, because my intro, the intro that I have in my head is it's gonna cost me more than $65. I can guarantee it. Um, so that's why I've been holding off on it, because it's literally gonna take like a couple $100 out of my paychecks. Yeah, I was just actually looking at trying to make you a moderator. I clicked on that thing there, but that is put user in timeout or ban user. Um, Settings. Edit. Edit. Edit layout. I saw something about making somebody a mod when I was starting this all, but I wasn't worried about that. AMTV, what's up, man? You are now in Sphincter's realm. No, I'm testing this out. I've never done a live before, and I'm trying to figure out how to make Liberty Bleed Silver a moderator. Oh, nice. Thank you. Thank you very much. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be up here, but I'm just hanging out, man. I'm trying to figure this stuff out. I saw something earlier about making people moderators. Tap his name. Yeah, the 3 dots on his name just says put user in timeout or ban user and delete their comments. Yeah, first live. Well, like, like, it shows you in the chat right there, so when I wave my cursor over your name, it says show, which when I tap on show, it brings you up on the screen right there, or hide. And then there's the three little dots, which usually means, like, there's some settings here. So I tap on that, and it's just put you in timeout or ban you, which I don't want to do either one of those. Don't ban me, bro. Oh, wait. No, I am in StreamYard. YouTube. Let's try YouTube. Let's see if I can. I was in StreamYard. Let's see if I can do it on. Add as a moderator. Managing moderator. Ooh, you're getting all the goodies, buddy. Yeah, I was on my StreamYard, and I actually had my YouTube opened up right next to that, but I was trying to do that in the StreamYard. You get one too. I got 2 managing moderators. Oh my gosh. The shell. Woohoo, I'm Blue. You're my boy, Blue. it's a band fest. You're all banned. It, the managing moderators can't ban the other managing moderators. Orange? How do I do that? So, not a ginger, are you, buddy? Uh-oh. I already did. Huh. StreamYard and YouTube. That's pretty cool, man. Now I can start doing some cool stuff. Took me a little bit to figure this out. It wasn't liking me. Took me my mic wasn't doing nothing, and then it wanted me to set up a destination, and a destination, like, I'm not booking a trip. No. You want boobies? Look at the boobies. Man, boobies. No. Hell no. Double hell no. Vaxxed. Nope. None of that. I lived out in the forest the entire the entire time COVID was happening. I lived out in the forest. I didn't get any vaccinations. I didn't get any government handouts. I didn't get any of those thousands of dollars of paychecks that everybody was getting from the government. None of that, man. Um, I worked at a gas station and I stayed away from everybody and I lived out in the forest. No shots for me. I don't like scientists with needles or medicines or pills or drugs like those doctors, those scientists can go suck an egg. I don't know, man. Pure blood. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, no, man. I've never doctors, scientists, government. I don't know. All that stuff just leaves a bad taste in my mouth, man. I don't trust none of it. Obviously, there's been good things that have come out of that stuff, but are they using it to the best of their capabilities for the greater good? Hell no. Bro, where did you get that token made? Where that um a poker chip? I am a new channel as of January of this year. And then I was trying to get my emails and my channel name and all of that, everything lined up so it was all the same. And when I thought that I had done that, I went to go delete my other email address that was still connected to my YouTube. And when I deleted that email address and shut that email address down, it completely wiped me from being able to access that channel. So I had to start a new channel over, which was almost at 100. I don't know. I think I was at like 90, 80 or 90 people. Um, and then I had to start over. And ever since I've started over, like getting people to come follow me has been very slow. What are you drinking on, Liberty? Hey, where did you get that? Where'd you get that poker chip made at? Where can I get something like that done, Mister Cool Guy in Vegas with the crazy ass pirate paper wax stamp, gonna follow a treasure map stuff. Yeah, so another man's treasure. Like, let me give you a lowdown real quick of like what I'm about. I when my son's mom and me broke up, when my son turned 18, um, I've always been poor my whole life. I grew up on the streets of Klamath Falls, Oregon. Um, I got my girlfriend pregnant when I was like 19, 20 years old, and it has been minimum wage jobs and poor my whole life. busting my ass to keep a roof over my kid's head, not having money to do anything, go anywhere, shoes, clothes, gas, insurance, bills, good luck. Um, when we broke up, I kind of went off the deep end a little bit and I was just like, I'm done. I am done. I am not going to pay rent anymore. I'm not going to succumb to a bunch of rich assholes with deep pockets that are just like vampires sucking me dry. The system is designed to keep poor people poor. There is no way out of being poor unless you're lucky and you get the good job. And there's not enough good jobs out there for everybody to have a good job. Like, you know what I mean? Like, especially if you growed up on the streets and you got into trouble when you was a kid and you have a little bit of a record and some history and stuff, right? So my kid turns 18, I break up with his mom, I start living homeless, and I stopped paying bills. And like 12 years I've been homeless, dog, willingly, because I don't want to do that anymore. And I have been just spending my paychecks. I go to work, I bust my ass, I get a paycheck, and I just go do things. And I buy stuff, and I drink top shelf liquor, and I go to restaurants and I eat banging meals, or I buy a bunch of just really amazing food, and I go out into the woods and have like this amazing, 5 course barbecue meal out in the woods. Or I just live life, right? That's what it's all about. Is some that's I've never been able to do that my whole life. But so I've been doing that for 12 years, and not once have I been able to save any money or do anything for a savings of any kind ever in my life. And I came across Yankee Stacking in December, and I watched a couple of his videos, and he lit a fire under my ass, man. And right at the very beginning of January, I started stacking, maybe the very end of December. But I mean, literally just right there, I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? Um, I saw an SD Bullion commercial to try to win the Monster Box, and I was like, I'm all in. I'm gonna go win that Monster Box, and if I don't win that Monster Box, by the time I'm done stacking by the end of the year, I'm gonna have like $14,000 or $15,000 saved up. Um, so that's what I've been doing, dude. And I live out in the forest, or I sleep in my Jeep. I I go to a gym to stay clean and healthy. I get free water from where I work and from the gym. I get free food from my work. Uh, I don't have to pay for a post office box because I get my mail at a church. Um, I use the system to my benefit every chance I can get. Anything that I can do to not spend money, I do. Um, and I've been spending 700 to $1,000 every 2 weeks, maybe a little bit more. I think I spent like $1,300 last paycheck. I think this paycheck I spent right around $1,100. Um, you know what I mean? And I've been stacking gold and silver. I've got 2 gold 1/10s, and the rest is silver. Um, and I'm actually trying to start a movement. And the whole reason why I started my channel is because I want to reach the poor folk. Okay, there are poor folk that come into the stacking community and they watch what we're doing, and they get disappointed. I know exactly what they're going through because I've been there. And I just know, like, they see the shiny stuff and they're just like, there's no way I can do that. I can't even pay my rent right now. I can't get gas. I need to get food and diapers and milk, and my damn kid needs shoes, and I have to go to a church to ask for help, and I don't think they're going to help me. I'm talking low income, poverty level, like poor folk, that I'm trying to get my message out to them to move out of the apartments, to move out of the rentals, to stop paying utilities and bills, to make the rich people go get their own damn jobs. You know what I mean? This is the only way that a poor person can save up money to buy property of their own. That's it. Go homeless and don't spend your money on anything except saving your money for a piece of property. And that's what I'm stacking for. I'm stacking for a different vehicle to drive, and I'm stacking silver for an end game of a piece of property, hopefully up in the mountains of Kentucky someplace. Just went through winter in my car, the woods. Yep. Thank you, man. That's my game. I'm sick of lining the pockets of rich land and homeowners, man, that are abusing us. Dude, a one bedroom tiny little itsy bitsy apartment should not cost anything over than, you know, 400 or 500 bucks, let alone $1,200, $2,000. Um Electricity, water, sewage, garbage, like that doesn't need to cost as much as it does. Those people are charging us that stuff because they can, and they know that we need that stuff, and we will pay whatever they tell us that we need to pay because that's what they're telling us we need to pay. No, you don't have to pay that stuff. You can choose not to. You can move out of the apartment. You can stop paying all those damn landlords, and you're not even paying the landlords. You're paying the damn housing property management places. You know? Like, I'm done. I want everybody else to be done too, and we can affect change. You start hitting the rich people in their damn pocketbooks, man, they change. That's how it's supply and demand. For property, your dream place. Yeah, I'm on it, man. I'm gonna stack. I'm gonna stack. All of this year, and by the end of next year, I'll have, roughly $30,000 in silver and gold saved up by the end of next year, and that's fully enough to buy a piece of property in Kentucky right now. Where I live is in Bend, Oregon, and a piece of property here for less than an acre is, I mean, oh my gosh, like in town or close to in town in Bend, Oregon, is $50,000 or more for less than an acre. The house that my kid and his mom just moved out of was a 3-bedroom house built probably late 60s, early 70s on a third of an acre, fenced. It was pretty run down and trashed out pretty hard because the guy was a little bit of a slumlord and he didn't keep up on his properties. But they sold that property for $400,000, and it was for the property only. Like, the house wasn't even part of the deal. In Philip the Board, what's up, bro? How you doing, dog? Uh, in Kentucky, up in the mountains of Kentucky. Oh my gosh, for $400,000, you can buy a whole forest that has hand dug wells and tobacco barns and the old ass mansions that nobody knows are up in the woods anymore from the homesteaders, with the mountain lions and the turkeys and the bears, and the deer, and the ticks and the fleas, where nobody else wants to be but me. I want like 10 acres, 10 to 20 acres up in the Appalachian Mountains. I don't even want a building on it. But I'll more than likely find a piece of property up there that has an old homestead with a bunch of trees growing out of it. Doing pretty good, Philip. Thank you, buddy. I hope you're doing good too, man. Where are you at, AMTV? That's the cool thing about where I'm at, high desert, Central Oregon. There's not really fleas. There are ticks, but they're not very prevalent, really. I mean, there you can get them. Um, I took a trip to Kentucky a couple years ago, and I was there for 3 weeks in Olive Hill, Kentucky, Carter County, and man, my dog was a puppy then, and by the time we got back home, he had chewed all of the fur off of his entire rump, his entire back legs, down the inside of his legs. He, those fleas was just eating him up, something vicious from Kentucky. Yeah, the Americana, absolutely, Appalachia. I'm an Oregonian, so I don't, I say shit wrong. Yeah, and I got stuff like that here too. Like I can get up in the rainforest up here in the volcanoes in the Pacific Northwest, and it gets green and beautiful, but it's a completely different kind of beautiful than the mountains of Kentucky, which are more like rolly hills compared to the mountains here in Oregon. But I fell in love, and what I really fell in love with was those damn lightning bugs. Bro, I could sit in a chair for the rest of my life all summer long and watch lightning bugs and just be the happiest kid on the planet. I've never seen those things before. And when I did see them, the first day that I saw them when I was down there in Olive Hill, I thought I was having a hallucination. I thought I was losing my mind. I could not figure out what the hell was going on. I used to eat a lot of hallucinogens when I was doing raves and electronic music and stuff. And these damn lightning bugs are giving me the craziest damn tracers ever. And my eye would focus on one of the tracers, and when my eye would get to where the beginning of the tracer was coming from, the bug would turn its butt off and the tracer would go away, and my eyes would have to focus on a different tracing light. I thought I was losing my damn mind. It took me a few minutes to figure out that it was lightning bugs, and it blew my brain. It blew my brain when I looked at the scale of these things up in the trees and in the bushes and flying through the air. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. It was so amazing. Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah, man, I've never seen them either, Liberty. Like I've never seen them, and it was the most amazing thing. Yeah, man. So, like I said, bro, like I grew up on the streets my whole life. Ever since I was like 11 years old, and the very first people that I met pretty much when I started living on the streets when I was a kid was the most white trash, oh my god, the most white trash kids you could ever meet. And I've been on the wrong road ever since. I've done a lot of stupid shit. Um, see a silver sphincter in its butt. I yes, I've done a lot of mind altering substances my whole life. Not my whole life. The past let's see here, the past 15 years I have pretty much just smoked marijuana. I hardly ever drink anymore. I had quit drinking for years and years and years because I got tired of being Captain Shit Show. But The tell me your number. I don't have a phone right now, man. I just smoke weed now. I don't even smoke weed. I smoke dabs. What do you mean? How am I streaming? I push the button, man. Well, bro, see, now that's the thing that would require me to stop buying precious metals to buy a phone. I don't want to do that. I've got a computer. I don't need a phone. I've got email. thesilversphincter@gmail.com. No, I never got along with mushrooms really. I did eat some mushrooms here and there. I I I tried going hard on them for I don't know a couple months because all my hippie friends was into mushrooms and I was into LSD when I was doing that stuff. LSD was amazing. Um, Mushrooms and me didn't get along. Those things put me in a really dark spot, and I stopped doing them real quick. Well, tell me how to do that. What's up with that, man? How do you get a phone to pay its own bill? That sounds like the beginning line of a joke right there. Lots of ways to make your phone make money. Uh-oh, he's gonna send me somewhere. Can I click that and let's go there. Click on that. Globe. Lassie Farm. That's Liberties. Hundreds of dollars. Oh, nice. I used to work. I've worked with marijuana my whole life, pretty much. I mean, I smoked my first marijuana when I was 8 years old, probably. My second and third was probably when I was about 9 or 10. And then when my mom divorced my dad when I was 11, and I ended up in Klamath Falls, Oregon, I met those white trash kids, and I've been a pothead ever since I was 11 years old. Um, I have spent my life hunting down rare seeds from all over the world that people just don't have anymore. Um, I was trying to go into business with a buddy of mine who we were messing around with making extracts or dabs before everything went legal. Um, we we did a bunch of research and we talked to a bunch of people and we figured out how to make dabs and we perfected it pretty good for being a couple of dumbasses in an apartment. And then I got a job at a dispensary after it went legal, and I worked for them. I ended up, like I've trimmed weed for farms in California and all over Oregon for years and years and years. And then I got the job at the dispensary, and I started to. I became their lead extractor for 3 years. Um, uh, the dude that I was making the extracts with, and I had all these super rare seeds. I should be a millionaire. The seeds that I had and the plans that I had, I I I couldn't fail unless somebody goes and steals your entire collection of world class ancient ass seeds that nobody has in the world anymore. um, yeah, that happened. And and then I stopped working at the dispensary, and now I work at a restaurant as a prep cook. I gave up Liberty. I don't have it in me anymore. I spent I don't even know how many years of getting to know people and researching and just getting out there and finding the connections and bartering and working for seeds and getting to know people. I started a seed community on Facebook where people give seeds only the cost of shipping, and I really had some world class genetics, man. I really had some old school world class stuff that would have been like I would be making some amazing weed right now. I wanted to grow my own weed, I wanted to make my own strains, and then I wanted to make dabs out of my own strains. I didn't want to sell the weed. I just wanted to make my own flavors of marijuana dabs and sell the dabs. Yeah. I mean, I don't even want to start naming the things that I had. I mean, I had I had I had it. I had it, and it all went away, and I gave up. I lost it, man. Um, the guy the guy kicked um my my buddy lived in a little apartment building on the side of this guy's house. This guy lived in the house with his two adult children, daughter and a child. The mom wasn't going to sign off on the house until the dad put the house in the kids' names. When the kids just found out about that, they started making demands, and one of the demands is one of the kids wanted the apartment my buddy lived in, and we were growing all the marijuana in this guy's backyard. We were doing all the dabs in this guy's backyard. He kicked my buddy out of the house, changed the locks, threw everything out of the house, kept my seeds, kept a bunch of his grow equipment, and there wasn't shit I could do about it because it was all pretty much fucking illegal. Oh, yeah, yeah. And I mean, it was years. It was, like 15 years of me putting in hard work finding the good shit. Stuff that would just make amazing, amazing weed. Amazing strains. And now I feel like, I mean, it's too far into the game. Like it's way too far into the game. There are millionaires that are just rolling in weed money right now, and I don't want to be that little guy. I had the chance when this all started. I had the chance to be one of the big guys, and it's all gone. It all went away. I feel like if I moved to a different state that was illegal still, and just quietly started saving seeds again, I might be able to pull it off. But I mean, I'm 50 years old, bro. I don't know if I have that in me anymore. I don't have that drive in me, man. I don't. I want my piece of property up in the mountains. I just want to be left alone. uh yeah, 20 years ago, strange 20 years ago. I mean, that's kind of right about this was right at the beginning of me being homeless, so I'm about 12 years ago is when that all happened. Yeah, I mean, I knew who did it. I know where the guy lives because my buddy lived at his house. Um, I mean, there's been a couple of times when I was really super depressed that the thought of just going and burning that man's house down didn't cross my mind. I ain't gonna lie. Like, there's been multiple times over the years where I've just been like, that dude does not deserve to have a home. Um, but I can't bring myself to do that. Yeah, stress sucks. I'm pretty much a happy-go-lucky guy. I don't want to deal with the stress, but it seems to always find me. It's everywhere, everywhere. Like not paying rent, not paying the utilities, not having to worry about if I'm going to be able to afford insurance for my car. All of that. I don't have any of that. I have money in my pocket. I've got all the food I could ever want to eat. I've got an amazing animal. I've got money to fix my car if it ever breaks down. I can go wherever I want. I can wear whatever I want. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how many people out there right now can say that they have $2,000 a month to just do whatever the fuck they want with? Like middle class people don't even have $2,000 a month to play with after they end up paying their damn bills. In black. Um, yeah, and I want to do that more on my videos, but I don't want my videos to be really long. Like, I do a box opening video, and it's like 20 minutes, and I'm like trying to rush through it. You know what I mean? I start adding my stories, and I start adding my mission statement. You know what I mean? It turns into a 45-minute, hour-long video really fast. Um, I don't really have the time. I don't think a lot of people want to watch really long videos. You start making anything over 15 minutes, and I think it's a little bit of a problem. People got to be ready for that. They want to be able to sit down and watch something that's going to last longer than 15 minutes. People are usually pretty busy these days. They don't want to sit down for an hour and watch somebody talk about their dumb homeless life. Running up credit cards for that's what I'm talking about. Nobody can survive right now, man. And the only way to do it, if you don't have kids, man, just stop paying all the bills. Like, you don't need any of that shit. Hey, how'd you do that? What'd you do? You expect me to read? Bro. Most people are totally strapped and saddled for life. Absolutely. 100%. All the way up through the middle class. It used to be just the poor folk. Middle class was just rolling good. Everything was fine and dandy for the middle class forever. And now, man, convince your wife. Um, just do some basic math. Figure out all of the money that you make. Figure out how much money it would cost you to live homeless, with the things that you need to survive, like the gym to take showers and stuff. Um, Subtract all of that, and then show your wife how much money you guys will be able to save for yourselves to do what you need to do for your lives. They don't want anybody to succeed. They're bringing us down on purpose. Yeah. They don't want anybody to succeed. They don't want anybody to have money. They do not want anybody to have control of their own lives. They don't want people growing their own food. They don't want people to have cash. I mean, they want you to go to work. They want you to pay all of the taxes that they want you to pay. They want you to get pulled over and beat up by cops or your money stolen by the police. They want you to have attorney fees. They want you to have a record. They do not want you to have guns. They don't want you to have freedom. They want you to be under control of them. All right. Yeah. All right. So my wife is disabled. See, so there are caveats to my plan, and one of those is small children. If you got small kids, man, you bust your ass and you keep that roof over your children's head. That being said, I do know some people that have just grown up, people like me that have grown up in the mountains in the outdoors when they were little, and it's easy to live out here. So they have kids, and I know homeless people that have children. Um, but you got to have your game straight for that one. You really have to have your game straight. You're gonna have kids out here. Um, and then obviously, if you have medical problems, you know what I mean. Disabilities. If you're disabled and you're homeless, I don't wish that on anybody. I don't wish that on nobody, man. Situations like that, people need a home. People need that extra level of care. Young kids. That's tough, bro. Biggest of hugs, man. That's tough. Taking a shit in the snow blizzards. Um, yeah. So I sleep in a hammock in between trees under an A-frame tarp. Okay, out in the forest outside of Bend, Oregon, and in the middle of the winter, it is so surreal to be sleeping butt naked in a hammock in the middle of the forest in the middle of the winter, and it's like 0 degrees outside and absolutely death silent, and you got to get up and go to the bathroom, and you get up and you go to the bathroom butt naked in the middle of the forest in the middle of the night, freezing cold. It's an amazing thing. It is really, I mean, you will never ever want to go to the bathroom in a toilet again. It is so mind opening. Shit on the bucket, and I don't even use heaters. I don't have fires at my camp at night in the middle of the winter. I don't use heaters. Um, I use down. Hammock quilts, over and under quilts for a hammock. Shit on the bucket. That's so funny. I don't shit in buckets. I dig holes and I shit in the ground. Oh, we got 4 people watching. Uh-oh. I got a whole 4 people watching me, yo. Can I get mail? Yeah. Yeah. I get mail. I have a mailbox. If you need an address, just email me at thesilversphincter@gmail.com and I will give you an address if you want to shoot me a letter or something. Oh my god. That don't sound fun, Liberty? It's just camping, bro. You're just camping. I mean, it's a camping life. You live camping. Like it ain't like you live someplace else and then you go camping once in a while. You're just camping. Like I don't even call it. I don't even I say I'm homeless and shit, but I don't consider myself homeless. I don't. Um, to me, paying all the bills don't sound fun at all. That pisses me off. Paying bills pisses me off so much. Yeah, yeah, AMTV showers from a tree. Um, we got solar showers. Yeah, everyone's in slavery, man. Like the system that it's like you're gambling. Liberty, you in Vegas, you understand. House rules. Okay, the system is designed for the house to win. Sure, people go to Vegas. Yes, people win, but 99% of the people do not. Maybe 80, whatever. But the house wins. The house always wins. Okay. And that's how our system is designed. Our system is designed for us to never get ahead. What is my next video going to be on? My next video I make is just going to be another box opening video. Um, I'm trying to think of what's coming in the mail. Um, what is coming in the mail? I've got a bunch of just random giveaway stuff coming. I think. I don't think I have anything. Oh no 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 no! I have a package coming from Hero Bullion coming. I got to go pick up tomorrow. I have a house on land, but the land is in the mountains, 45-degree angle. I've seen a couple properties like that, AMTV. I've seen a couple of just hillside, nothing but hillside property. He's got some really wicked stickers. Yeah, I mean, it's all the mindset, Liberty, bro. Living outdoors, you could think of it as a bad thing, and you could turn it into a bad thing, and you could absolutely view it as a bad thing and a horrible time. But in the end, I mean, look at how our ancestors lived forever. Like, they didn't have houses, yo. Vacations, yeah. I do that every once in a while, absolutely. Um, just to be able to lay down in a bed with clean sheets and clean pillows and a hot shower in the toilet. Um, just to experience not being an animal every once in a while. But hotels are expensive, so I only do that once in a while. The first couple of years that I was homeless, I really tried depending on motels and hotels because I didn't have the mindset that I have now. When I first went homeless, I didn't have this mindset of, oh, I'm just going to go out and have fun with my money. And it took me a little bit to figure that out. At first, I was distraught. At first, I was devastated. I was so messed up in my brain. I was so messed up in my brain. I'm homeless. Oh man, what am I going to do? When? When? Oh, God hates me. Oh, what am I going to do? And then eventually the thought process started kicking in about the way that our system is designed, about how much it costs to live in a home, about how much it costs to pay rent, utilities, water, sewer, garbage, gas for your car, insurance for your car, clothes. If you have a kid, clothes for your kids, school stuff for your kid, toilet paper, toothpaste, shampoo, soap. Like there's no end to you having to pay out money to survive. And I was just like, whoa. I was like, I don't need to do that. I don't want to do that. And when I started making my channel, I've been wanting to do YouTube videos now for years, but I didn't know how to push it. I didn't know how to get my story out there. I didn't know how to be like, "Hey, y'all, move out your homes. Come be with me in the woods. Save your money." I needed an outlet, and when I found this stacking community, I was like, "This is it. Like, this is how I can do it." Because those poor people, they're gonna come click on my video, man. They are going to see the piles that I have every 2 weeks coming in, and they're going to be like, "How is he doing that? I can't do that." And I'm here to tell you, you can do that, but you got to make sacrifices in your life. Do you want all the cool shit that your neighbors have? Do you want all the things and the stuff? And I'm going to go to the store and we're going to buy a bunch of stuff we don't need, or are you going to save your money for your life? Like, if I can get a hold of just one younger kid who is just starting his life and make him understand that he's not going to get anywhere in his life paying rent and utilities, I will die a happy man. I will die a happy man. If I can just help one person understand that they can go homeless for 2 years and change their lives forever by getting on a piece of property and never having to pay rent again, yes, please. My third leg's a little bit shorter than the others. Yeah, hell no, Vegas wasn't meant for winners, buddy. America wasn't. Okay, America was made for winners, but somewhere in there that shit got infiltrated, and America's not America. If you go look up the speech that killed Kennedy, and you listen to the words that he's preaching like a week and a half or 2 weeks before he got murdered, he tried warning us, he tried telling us, and that speech got him killed. That's kind of about where I think it started happening, but I think it happened way before Kennedy. I think it just took a little bit to get to Kennedy. um, well, I mean, if you're already in Appalachia, I would say stay there. You don't want to come to Oregon, man. Everything is expensive here. Everything is so much. This is a rich person's place, man. It's always been a rich person's place. But now they're literally trying to push all of the locals and the poor folk out. They're really trying hard to get. They want all of the rich people to come here from all 50 states, and they are doing everything they can to push the poor folk out. The pork, push the pork. That's how you're saving. Yeah, saving money too. I'm getting ready to buy a car. I've never been able to save money. And I feel like if I tried saving money even today after I've been stacking, if I tried saving cash, I would go spend it. I don't know. I think it's a part of me being poor my whole life and never ever being able to buy things. I don't know. I can't explain it. I don't know what um, my reasoning is behind it, but I can't save money. This is the first time I've ever been able to save money by stacking silver. I've never been able to save more than $2,000 for this Jeep that I'm driving right now. But saving silver, good luck getting me to spend it until I'm on a piece of property where I find the Ford Ranger I want. Oh, I've wanted to write a book, Liberty, bro. I wanted to write a couple of books. I actually started writing a book when I was in college, a fantasy book about dragons. Um, but that, I don't know. I stopped doing it. I hurt my back. I stopped going to school, and the desire to write the book went away. And I've thought about trying to write a book about being homeless too. I've got stories. I could fill out a book real quick. Camp. It's getting late for me. Sorry. It's my Friday night. What do you do for work, AMTV? JFK, man. The speech that killed Kennedy is a very eye-opening. He started talking about the evil entities in the government that are trying to take over our country for the worse, and how he needs America's help, the America's people's help of bringing these these people in the shadows of our communities out. And he started talking about um, media and how the media companies are these people, and he needed the American, just the average everyday American person to help speak out and help Kennedy find these people so he could get the country to where it needed to go without these evil entities trying to run it anymore. And he was dead like 2 weeks later. I work at McHell. Job, McDonald's. All right. A job's a job, dog. That's why I've saved it in silver. Yeah. It's crazy watching myself in the lag. Thank you guys for showing up, man. I get that, AMTV. Keep your head up, dog. Constantly look for a better job while you have this job. You know what I mean? You don't have to quit this job to go find another job. Look for another job on your time off, on your days off. you can totally get a better job. McDonald's is there for emergencies, and then while you have McDonald's, you can get a better job, buddy. Keep your head up, man, and just keep trying, man. You'll nail it. I love fiction, but you should do what you know. You're a talker. You have this in you. Write that damn book. I've thought about it. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what or how to do with something like an autobiography or or anything like that. The fiction book, bro. I've got a very imaginative mind, and the fiction book was flying out of my fingers faster than I could think. Um, but when I sit here and I try to think about writing that book, I don't know. I don't know. I don't. Fill up the board. A home for silver. I stream for silver. You coming up with titles for that book quickly. Hey man, I'll give you an ounce of silver. You just want to write that book for me. Oh man. She's a total asshole. Who's a total asshole to MTV? Demons infiltrated my life. Yeah, I can write. I took writing classes in school. I thought about taking it further and actually taking like fictional writing classes. I never did it. And then I changed my schooling to go from X-ray technician to machining and welding and CNC manufacturing and stuff like that, working with your hands more. I don't know, man. The whole writing thing, I really wanted to do it, but I just never did it. Definitely right. Wish you used more spaces though. She is a country ass wannabe thug. My type of woman. What are you? Keep your head up, AMTV, buddy. You can do it, man. Don't give up. Have a good night, man. Big hugs. Liberty Bleeds. I love you, buddy. Thank you, sir. Have a great night, man. Great morning, I guess, for you guys. I guess Liberty, you're in Vegas. Your time's not too much different than me. Love you guys, man. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for talking with me, man. It's been great. AMTV, send me a email at thesilversphincter@gmail.com. High five and keep on stacking, man. $101. Whoa, I killed it. Is Philip still in here? You lurking, Phil? Yeah, it says he's in here. He might have just left it on and fell asleep to give me some watch hours. That's cool. I'm down with that. Have a good night, bro. Thank you, guys. I'm going to sit here and take some dabs and see if anybody else shows up. So it's my name, the Silver Sphincter, at gmail.com. Have a good night, man. I appreciate you. Sounds good. Thank you. Oh, my goodness gracious. Mwah. What are you doing, puppy? What are you doing, mister? Who's a good little butterbuck he is? What are you doing, you butterbuck? Right. Because he's a good boy. He is a good boy. Yes, he is. All right, look out. Look out. Back it up. Woohoo! Party of sphincters. Oh, there's Philip. He was lurking. Love you, buddy. Thank you for coming, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Have a great night, Philip. Have a great night. All right, Helios. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's. Yeah. So I think that's fine like that. Still says, oh, the one watching is me because I'm on YouTube. That's funny shit. Anybody, everybody. This needs to be read. Come one, come all. Step on up, step on in. Let's have a ball. Anybody? Nobody? I ain't got nobody. Anybody? 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 Look out, back it up. Back it up. Shell Bean? Shell Bean! What's up, girlfriend? Crash test dummy reporting in. Thank you for showing up. How are you? I'm just messing around on this damn thing. This is my very first live stream. I figured I'd do it while everybody was sleeping so I wouldn't have to bore them all with a bunch of nonsense. Nothing? Well, thank you for stopping by, Shell. I appreciate you. Well, there she is. What do you got going on, girlfriend? You up late? I'm testing my very first live stream. It took me a little bit to figure out how to get up in here and do this with StreamYard and YouTube. This was my third attempt. Took me a couple tries to get it going. And then once I got it going, I just wanted to leave it open and just sit here and goof off and see who showed up. It's my Friday. I'm not really tired. Look at that. I got a banner working. I got music playing. I got my name on the screen. I'm killing it, girl. What are you doing right now? Philip, you came back, brother. Yeah. Shell's a night owl too. I used to be much more of a night owl when I was younger. But now I start hitting around midnight and my body is telling me that I need sleep. In an hour? Dang, girl. Go take a nap. Get some get that the power nap? Is that a thing? It's my Friday night. I've got the next 2 days off. I hurt my knee this morning. I am not doing anything but resting for the next couple of days. I ain't doing nothing. Don't sleep much. Okay. Oh, sleep is amazing. I'm almost there. It is 1:32 in the morning here. Three hours is a pretty good nap. You definitely got some rest in there. You start doing 4 hour three or more hours sleep, and you're doing pretty good. I usually go to bed around midnight or so, and I have to get up at my alarm goes off at 5:15 in the morning for me to be at work at 6. Oh. We still going? Or did that mess it up? Everybody still there? I lost my person. Yeah, there we go. Cool. We get to drive 30 minutes to get Sun. Drive him an hour to Lexington for 15 minutes and come back. 30 minutes. Okay. More napping in your future maybe today then. Where's Lexington at? Where's that? That's what I thought. I'm trying to move to Kentucky. That's why I'm stacking so I can buy property. Appalachia. I want to go live with the bears and the deers and the turkeys. Eastern mountainous forest. I've only been to one place in Kentucky, and that was in Carter County in Olive Hill, and it was very dense and green and beautiful. and the creeks and the flowers and the lightning bugs and uh, the humidity. Just the it was sensory overload for me, pretty much. I mean, I live in a really pretty place. I'm in Central Oregon, and I've got the Cascade Mountains here where you can get up into the rainforest and there's waterfalls and moss and ferns and you've got the big jagged um, volcano mountains that are like just tens of thousands of feet high, and it's very surreal and beautiful. But the mountains on the East Coast with the colors changing, deciduous trees, and just the way that they're roly poly, and it just I don't know. There's just something about it, and the lightning bugs. The lightning bugs is what sold me. I'll tell you. I'll be honest with you. Like other than how beautiful it is over there, it's just another beauty than what I'm used to here. But the damn lightning bugs is what got me to want to move to Kentucky. um, and Olive Hill. Yeah, Carter County was really, really beautiful. Um, the Carter Caves and the geology around there. And where I was on the the hollow holla, and it was running along a creek, and there was just lilies and flowers and frogs and cicadas and lightning bugs and there was these people had a old tobacco barn on their property. Their neighbor one day was started screaming bear bear, and he started clanging like pots and pans together to try to scare the bear that was up there on his property away. um it was amazing. It was really, really, really pretty. Carter Caves. That's about how far away from Carter Caves I was. I could have walked there, and it would have just taken me just a little bit. I didn't actually go to the caves, but we went by them or went. We drove there, and I didn't go. I didn't have any money to go to them to go do anything at the caves, but they wanted to show me the place, so we went and checked it out. Are you from Kentucky? Or are you from that area your whole life? Yeah, I want to go find like just I want to be someplace that ain't nobody wanted to be since when all of the kids started packing up to go live in the big cities. I don't want to be a farmer no more, grandpa. You know what I mean? I live in the third fastest growing city in America and the fastest growing city in Bend or in Oregon, and 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 I grew up in the mountains in Idaho. My dad was a hunter. We did foraging for mushrooms and berries, and we did a bunch of hunting. My mom always canned. We had a giant garden. Um, and when I first moved to Bend, Oregon, it was a smaller town, but now it's not. And it has everybody from every state here. Everybody from every state here. And I can't take it anymore. So my thoughts in my mind is if I go to the East Coast and I get up in those hills, you know what I mean? I'm gonna disappear into a place where not a lot of people are or want to be. Um, and it's beautiful. I will be totally fine with being up in the mountains over there. Property here is, uh, trying to live in Olive Hill, hung out there for 30 years. Nice. Property here, my the house that my son was living in just got sold. It's a three-bedroom house. It's older, but it was pretty dilapidated. Um, they sold that property, third of an acre with a fenced yard, and I mean the house needed work, but it was a nice house. And that property sold for $400,000 for just the property. The house wasn't even on the sale. Um, in Kentucky, I can get 20 acres for like 30 grand. And by the end of the year, I'm going to have roughly, so we're 9 months in, we're the beginning of 9 months in. I think I'm right around 14 grand that I've saved up since January. And I'm going to go until the end of next year. So I've still got another year and 3 months, 4 months to go. Which I got to say, this year, having my nose in the computer and stacking, this year has flown by so fast. It doesn't even seem like it's been 9 months for me. It doesn't at all. It has been 9 months, and I'm like $14,000 deep, and it doesn't even feel like it. So I mean, the end of this next year is going to come so fast, and I'm going to have like 30 grand to spend on a piece of property. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to just get eaten up by ticks and fleas up in the mountains. I can't wait. 300 acres. Colorado. Estill, Colorado. Oh, Kentucky. 300 acres would be so sick. Oh man, I don't even know. I mean, I'm trying to wrap my head around being on 20 acres. Um because I mean, once you get up into the trees, you find a good place that's up in the trees and up in the hills, and that's privacy. There's nothing but privacy on 20 acres. Um 300 acres would just be heaven. That would just be insane. And on that 300 acres, there's probably old ass homesteads that got trees grown up out of them and stuff that people just don't even know are out there. Hand dug wells and stuff. Pray for the RV to happen. You're housed up and you want to live an RV lifestyle? Is that what Yes, still. I have to look that up. 300 acres. God, that it would be so. Oh, currency reevaluation. Okay. Yeah, I look at property every day. I get on Zillow and a couple of others, Land Watch. I was looking at West Virginia there for a couple years before COVID. Land was cheap there for a little while, but it's not. It's cheaper than here, easy cheaper than here, but it isn't like Kentucky cheap. And then even Kentucky, before COVID hit, Kentucky was I was finding property for $1,000 or less an acre, and now it's roughly like $3,000 an acre. Some of them even more than that. Currency revaluation. Yeah, I can't wait for that. What is a Zim band? Zim band. Zim bond and other currencies. What is a Zim bond? I don't know nothing about stuff like that, man. I've grown up poor my whole life. The stock market has always scared me. I've never tried playing around with anything bonds or none of that stuff. Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe bonds and other currencies. Okay, got it. Huh. I don't have any other currencies. I have $14,000 worth of silver and gold. That's it. That's my life savings. What I got. And that's all since January. I've never been able to save my whole life. I've always been poor. I had my kid to take care of and keep a roof over his head, and there was never money for anything else. Oh, you got mining stocks. I actually have been thinking about getting mining stocks over the past couple of months. I've seen some of those. I've seen some of the stackers have those people on their streams, and they talk about all the silver that's under their ground. And the one place was still under $1. I couldn't figure out. I got a hold of Les Schwab and went gave him typed in all my information and stuff, and they came back at me with they weren't allowing me to access my account that I had created. And I finally called him. I was like, like, you guys approved me. How come I can't get into my account? And they put me on hold. And then he comes back with, and he's like, oh, you need to come into our office with your ID in person, and you have to verify that you are who you're saying you are. And because we're having problems trying to figure out if you're real or not, or something, something like that. That isn't his exact words, but that's kind of what he was saying to me. And I was like, yeah, okay, I can do that. And so I hang up with them, and I get on and I start looking for addresses in Bend, Oregon, or in Central Oregon at all. Even, there's a couple outskirts outside of Bend. And the Bend office is closed. The nearest office is over the Cascade Mountains on the coast or something. And I'm like, so I call him back, and I'm like, you literally want me to drive 3.5 hours over the mountains to bring you my ID in person to prove to you that I am who I am saying I am. And they're like, yeah, we're not going to let you have an account until you verify that you're who you are. I'm like, okay, bye. That was the weirdest experience I've ever had. One of them, when it comes to stuff like that. But the stock market, man, that's, I don't, I, I've got issues with people doing that. I wish everybody would stop doing it. I wish everybody would pull all of their money out of the banks. I wish everybody would make the banks go bankrupt. Everybody needs to take their damn freedom back. Everybody needs to take their lives back and stop letting other people control them. And the only way we are going to do that is by affecting the money. You take the money out of the rich people's pockets, and they will change their strut. Kane, how you doing, man? High five. Well, I mean, we are bankrupt. You're right. The country in a whole is bankrupt because of where our government has put us with what they're doing. I mean, where does all the money go? Like, where does it all go? Like, they should be balancing the damn books. We pay the money, but they're not balancing the books. But if you look at society, if you get that stuff, the debt ceiling, all that stuff out of the aspect, like, everybody's got jobs, everybody's making money. Not everybody, but just go with me. Everybody that is working has a job, they're paying their bills. What would happen if they just stopped paying the rent, stopped paying the utilities, kept their money in their pockets and instead of a bank? And how long would it take for all of the rich people that have their pockets are in the housing industry, in the rental industry, not even housing. Like everybody wants to be a renter, a landlord. You know what I mean? Like just flipping houses, you can make money flipping houses, but owning a house and then renting it out to poor folk, okay, that is that is just so much money just for nothing, really. Once you own the home, you're getting free money pretty much all of a sudden. What happens when everybody stops renting? What happens when everybody pulls their money out of the banks? All those rich people are going to have to go find another damn job, and they're going to have to change the way that they're trying to tell us how to live. Yeah, I hate the state our country's in. It shouldn't be this way, man. That's what the taxes are for. Pay the damn bills. And then this crap where 90% of America has all of their money in bank accounts, and all of a sudden the bank accounts just disappear. Oh, woof. Sorry, we made a bad investment. Sorry. What? I put my money in a bank, in a vault, in a bank vault. Where did my money go? Oh yeah, well we invested it. We loaned it out. Somebody bought a house and they didn't pay for it. And now you don't have your money. Where does all the money go? Where did the money go, man? Just poof, it's gone. Nobody got it. Somebody got it. Somebody got all of that money. And everybody's cool with it. They're like, "Oh, the banks failed again. Cool. We're gonna just keep going on with our lives and putting our money in the damn banks still." Come on, bro. Don't get it. We can take our lives back. We just need everybody to use their voice, and their voice is their money. Our voice is our money. And when we stop them from getting our money, they will change the way they strut. Me too, Shell. Me too. Absolutely. I need to start getting more gold. I've only got 2 1/10 ounces of gold, and the rest of it's all silver. Kane, where are you at, man? Where are you at in the world? Yeah, Shell, I'm pulling roughly $2,000 a month for paychecks, and then I'm spending I'm spending 17, probably 16 or 17 a month on silver, and I'm living on anywhere from about 150 to $300 a month is what I live on, and I spend every other penny of my money on precious metals, and I just sit in my Jeep and mind my business, and I try not to go drive places. I try not to go do things. I don't go out to eat. I buy McDonald's coffees for $1.06. I stopped going to my coffee joint that I've been going to for over a decade, and they were charging $4 for a cup of coffee, and now I'm drinking $1.60 cup of coffee. I get free food where I work. I get free water. Um, I buy cheap ass clothes when I have to buy clothes. I do not try to be Mr. Fancy Pants. Um, I have literally changed the way I live since January. And by the end of next year, I will be on my own piece of property with a new vehicle. Well, new to me. I'm getting ready to get a raise. That's going to help. I'm probably going to get somewhere's pretty close to $20 an hour. And that is going to push me even faster. If there's one thing I can thank COVID for, it's my paychecks. Before COVID, businesses were doing everything they could to get you as close to minimum wage as they could get you. Now, I'm making dollars and dollars over what minimum wage is. and they're happy to pay it. Before COVID hit, I would never in my life have thought that I would be making $20 an hour as a prep cook in a restaurant at a brewery. Can't get these kids to work. No. You can't. You cannot. We hire people. Man, we hire people. We hire these kids, and it's not a hard job. Most dishwashing jobs like suck ass. This one isn't too bad at all. It's really not. Like, it's a dishwashing shift. Obviously, it's gonna suck a little bit because you're washing fucking dishes. But it's not that bad of a job at all, and they pay good. And these kids, they come in and they have no work ethic. None. None. They stand over in the corner looking at their phone. They go outside to take breaks all of the time. They disappear. They go into the bathroom with their phone. They disappear all the time. They come and they can't keep the machine running at a constant pace. They oh man, we just got rid of this one kid who thought that washing dishes was literally just standing there with the sprayer and just spraying. Like, he wouldn't pick up the scrubby pad and try scrubbing anything. And then when I pointed it out to him, he got all butthurt and put in his 2 weeks. Oh man, it sucks. It sucks seeing where we're at, man. 40 to 56 hours a week driving a forklift. That's good money right there. That's hella good money right there. That's something I need to try to get into. Being all crippled up and stuff, just sitting in a forklift, hauling loads around. I could do that. I could fully get behind some forklift work. I don't know how much longer I have it in me to be able to bust my ass the way that I do. need to get onto a piece of property. I need to turn it into a perennial food forest. And I need to just chill out, relax, can food, go hunting, take it easy. Eight days after he graduated with a $2,500 sign on bonus. How old is your kid? I hope you didn't get married 42 times for those wedding bands. I kid. 22. See, man, he's got a good job. He's going to make it. That's awesome. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, I can't believe I'm actually still awake. It's been a rough week. 2:09 in the morning. I guess you'd have to know a bunch if you have 42 cold wedding bands. Everybody's pissed. I've never been married. I was with my son's mom for 22 years. Um, I don't really believe in marriage the way that our government sees marriage. I believe in you can give each other your vows. You can be married without the government's involvement. You can have a monogamous, loving, married relationship without a piece of paper that you have to pay for. Um, yeah, yeah. I mean, you can go out into the wilderness and find the most beautiful spot under a waterfall, and you can have your closest friends with you, and you can give each other your vows, and you can do all of it. You can do all of that stuff, man. You can do the whole wedding thing if you want to. You don't. The whole government part of it is, you know what I mean. And then when it comes down to it, if it doesn't work out between you two, you can just part ways, and you don't need the government to tell you it's okay to part ways. I mean, I don't know. Let me see your papers. Oh my gosh. Yo, man, I think I'm gonna throw in the towel, girlfriend. I'm gonna let my dog to go out potty. You know somebody possibly maybe that might want to go outside and go potty? What do you think? You know somebody or not? You gotta go potty? Yeah. Uh-huh. Give me a second. We'll go outside just a minute. Thank you for coming, girlfriend. It's been nice talking to you. I'll see you out there in the stream worlds. You don't have clothes on? Damn it. That should have been one of my first questions. You have a great day, man. You have a most wonderful day with a smile on your face. Kill him with kindness, man. Have fun with your son today. Have a great day. Thank you. Goodbye. All right, you want to go outside and go potty? End stream. We're ending the stream.